We're still here at the village, and as we can see, zombies are trying to get at our villagers. Are we too late? Can we save them? Can we make their world safer? Find out in this episode of School of Hard Knocks. Welcome back to School of Hard Knocks. I've done a little work while we were away because I brought this computer into work to clean out bring it to work because they have air guns, and I clean the system out, blow out the vent holes and everything. And as you know, we found this ravine, and as I said, I did a little work at work, and of course I'm not going to find it now, but I've built stone walls around half of the village right now. I also built this little walkway that goes to the bottom of the ravine. Well, not quite the bottom. Chiseled away at some of that stuff. Got some of this coal for torches because I was very low. Just digging a bunch of this stuff just to make more cobblestone so we can finish that fence. And we're going to lose this pick pretty soon. I see the iron, but we don't have enough endurance for getting that. So here's the house. So let's just chip away at what we can right now. There we go. It's a start, for this episode at least. So I got 11 iron, and my computer is... I've had computer problems, and Geek Squad fixed it over the internet, and the OpenGL drivers were also not very good, so the game ran really poorly in OpenGL. But now, on my i7 quad, I used to get like 50 frames a second without recording, and about 30 to 40 with OpenGL. Now the OpenGL can be as high, gets about as high as in the 90s to low hundreds. However, I don't like the way OpenGL draws the world. It tends to frequently not display properly, you know, like random holes disappearing and stuff like that. So I turned it back off, so once again I'm back to the old-fashioned 30 to 45 frames per second, not recording, and while recording, jumping around 15 to 30. As I always say, want to see an i7 quad do poorly? Buy an HP. Granted, this is an older i7 quad with a much older video chip inside, but i7 quad 15 frames per second just doesn't sound right, does it? Alright, we're back. Got a nice new pickaxe. Let's see if we can safely grab this iron. I think we can. So we'll do that. Oh, more than I thought. There we go. 5 pieces. Just dig this out so we can get around better, as well as making more cobblestone so we can surround and protect our villagers, because most of them are still quarantined behind blocked doors. And now in 1.6, now that we also have horsies, the mob intelligence is that a little tougher. If you attack a zombie and they're within earshot of each other, they'll all band together. They also have a much larger detection distance, so they can be quite a bit further out. This gets my curiosity. Oh. As I was doing a quick exploration, like I said, it brought this thing to work. It was raining out, so I did a little bit of work on this world. Didn't record any of it because, well, I was at work. So what I'll do is I'll just get rid of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video because this is rather boring stuff that you're watching right now. Just collecting cobble. So until something gets interesting or I'm done this and I'm heading back up, we'll just leave it at this. And see you in a moment. Yeah, one of the other things we gotta do is block this guy off. We don't need villagers plummeting to their death now, do we? And we'll remove this. And we'll replace the torch there. Oh, I see. I see a zombie. Oh, down to 15 frames a second again. Yeah, too bad OpenGL doesn't work right. I mean, it never did. Always left these holes. Rendering never worked the way it was supposed to. Downside is 15 frames a second. Oh well. So what we're doing is we're blocking this off so we don't have any villagers going in and dying. I always hear footsteps. We gotta always check to see what, if anything, is there. Yeah, this is gonna be a hard one. Can't protect everything. Oh, they're here for a party. And I think I might have mentioned this in 1.6. They called their friends and come to put on a clinic if you're causing harm to their friends. So what I'm going to do right now is just go in here. Oh, I got some apples. I don't really eat the apples because we could use that for something else. We could use zombie flesh for the time being, but no. So we're gonna let them do their thing. I also cooked glass, but not enough of it. It's on that those stairways down. There's windows that need to be filled in. Helps light things up and makes things a little safer. We also made ourselves some, let's see. Here we go. Made some gates so we can get in. And spiders do jump the fence. They climb things, so I mean, wouldn't put it past them for doing that. Oh look, another zombie party. Let's get this one started. I'm too interested in the villagers. Ruh-roh. Oh, I think that was the, yeah, that was the dud. I don't like how short that is now. I like the old, achievement tone for every 5 that you get. I am out of meat product. I got zombie flesh to tide me over for a little bit. So what we're gonna do is kill some pigs if the computer wants to cooperate a little bit. That would be good. Come on. There we go. Now we have an experience orb over here. There's got to be something fancy under here, because if I hit F3, my frame rate's only 15 right now. Oh, then it jumped to 28. They promised better performance. Where's this better performance? Unless it's under Advanced OpenGL, which, like I said, all that does is just renders the world wrong. But hey, you get good frame rates in the process. I don't know if it's really worth that, so I'm gonna carefully fill this in. If I can just hit. There we go. Oh, that's just regular cobblestone. Anyway, we got that. How much? We got 9 pork patties there. So we're still in the middle of getting this village surrounded. And I'm gonna say right about here. Yeah, right around here will be a good point. Another entry point, shall we say. And I'm reclaiming torches that are outside the fence perimeter, because they're not really needed. Especially now that it was designed for the old detection system, which zombies could see villagers from a certain distance away. Since that no longer applies, I got rid of getting rid of that outer row. Plus, don't really need it once you got the fence up anyhow. So what I'm going to do at this point, because this is not exactly must-see TV here, is kill the video for a moment and come back when I either run out of fence or, as I say before, do something rather exciting. So I'll be back in a moment. Alrighty, I surrounded the village and I took care of this height problem when it came to this area here where we have the ravine. We got everything all blocked off, well lit, yet somehow I still kept seeing zombies pop up, and I had absolutely no idea where they were coming from. So I plopped a crap load of torches where it was a little darker than normal. Found out I simply forgot to block this off and put in a gate. That's all that was. So, with that being said, I think the villagers should be allowed to roam free at this point. Let's grab that. You're free to go. Let's go around and free everybody up. We're also going to fill in some of these waterlogged areas. There we go. You guys are free to roam around and do as you please. As you can hear, 1.6 villagers make new noises. And one of the things we also want to do is we got inaccessible villagers as well as fields here, so we're going to fix that little problem. There we go. You have access now. And we're going to make access to these other buildings and fall in the water in the process. We're going to run out of material. Oh, well. There's plenty more dirt where that came from. However, we do have gravel to help this guy out. Okay, we got this guy that's sequestered. He's now free to go. And while I was lighting everything up, I got a surprise attack from a creeper. Then when I was trying to run away, he blew up and killed me. So yet again, off camera, another death. But see, I could be completely dishonest and not tell you that things like that happen. But I'm willing to share that with you. So, not exactly dishonest. My entryway's blocked. Anyway, what I want to do now is grab some dirt. So what we're going to do is go out this way, and I don't think the shovel's going to last too long, but long enough to get some dirt maybe. There we go. Then the dogs teleport in where I wanted to be. So what I'm going to do now is I'll just stop at that point. That'll be enough. Tag him. Tag him. In 1.6, the wolves growl now when they attack. They act so much like dogs. 1 and 2. I hit. Oh, that one wasn't very strong. Alright, so we got some dirt. Okay, we need to shut the gate. Okay, everybody in. Everybody in. Come on in. Yeah, you. Leaving your friends susceptible to getting killed. We don't need that. So what we're going to do now is you go in here, and one of the things I also notice is charcoal now has more of a brownish tint to it. So charcoal and coal now have their own individual texture. And I don't have sticks. So what I'm going to do is, when I died, I didn't quite put everything away like I want to. There we go. Good enough. Well, that's cooking. I'm going to shut this door. They'll teleport to where I'm at anyway. I'm going to come back out here and shovel some more dirt. That's not going to be fun and exciting, so what I'm going to do is cut the video and come back a little later for you. Okay, went over that way and dug some of that hill out to get some more dirt and help free the villagers, as well as make these little more accessible. So that's one of the other little projects we got going here. And we gotta go grab some trees. Okay, you really need to be out of there. That's better. And we'll replace that because it just looks weird. There we go. There, now you have access to these. Well, it still looks a little strange, so... And again, the dogs are in the way. So I need you guys to come over here. Sit, sit, and sit. Now let's see how the security system works. We figured out they were coming through the ravine down there to this door. They were coming in that way. I've also went around the top of buildings, and you can see I kind of put lights, torches on top of them, so just a little less likely spot for anything to spawn. I know they don't spawn on the peaks, but maybe, just maybe they might in the middle, I'm not sure. This villager is stuck. And that villager's on the outside looking in, which is exactly how we want it. Do all this nice little patchwork, so we have access to everything. Oh, and I keep forgetting to mention, I'm sure you've heard that gurgling sound in the background. That's my air conditioner because it's really hot. And no, it doesn't really gurgle, it's just the way the microphone picks up the sound. Kind of has a weird way of picking up sounds that are not very prominent. Okay, we got another low spot here that we can fix. There. Village is a lot more accessible now. A lot more buildings that can be reached. We'll just fill this in. We got 15 more pieces. Let's just use them up. Well, they all want a piece of the village now, and they can't have it because they're stuck. I was gonna fill in that hole, but that villager's kind of not wanting to move, or is stuck. Either way. Alright, that's that. Got a ton of pork product there. What I'm gonna do now is break this down. Not sure how many doors we need. I'll just make 3 of them for now, because there are buildings that could use them. There we go, pick them up. So let's finish that up. Does it have a light in it at all? Yeah, it does. Okay, there's another place you can call home. And I'm not sure, did I miss a... No, I put a torch up there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to raise that one. And there's a torch in here. I'm going to put one there. I think that might be it, actually. Alright, that's all the fun and excitement we have here for now. We got the village all nice and secure. And as I died, I spawned back at the house, and the columns that I laid down did work, but not quite at the very beginning. I think I didn't make the path clear enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit back and relax, wait for day to come along, and then we'll see what other fun, exciting adventures we can do. Ooh, slime. In a ravine. Oops. Okay, I need that to be back up and running. We're a bit low on torch in the torch count, so yeah, we definitely can use some of that. Gotta keep an eye out. Oh, we could use some of that anyway. There we go, got some torch food. That's the bottom of the house there. So let's go grab a little of this. Yeah, just grab them. Uh-oh, I can't get that piece. Oh well. I'm just gonna take some of this dirt. We could still use some of that up on the surface. A little laggy in updating the chunk there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that dirt and I'm going to fix some of that some of the holes that are still there in the see, there's the bottom of the ravine. Fix some of these holes still. I mean, still some places I could use a little more egress. Not too worried about that. Oh, I got a door blocked over here too. Totally forgot about buttons are too close together. Oh well. Makes it interesting when I constantly foul up. Alright, where can I put this? Yeah, right about there. Okay. That was pretty exciting. So I think I was going to do, and I mentioned it in one of the previous episodes, or should I say the previous episode, is I want to check the desert, and I want to see if we can find anything that's there. I can't remember if I, yeah, I was going to say, couldn't remember if I unseated these dogs. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can come along for the adventure. We're gonna go and take a peek at... I'm not too worried about the third one. He'll teleport towards us anyway. So we're gonna go on the other side here and see what we can find. Now I know I got a plain biome over there. Right now I'm not actually interested in finding a horse. I did that in Watch Me Suck, just to keep things a little more varied. I'm not going to really look for one quite yet, but, you know, I'm going to take a look over, just like I did there, and see if one just happens to show up. There's a well, very rare find. It's like 1 in 1,000 that it appears in any desert chunk. So let's see what we got, if we got anything of value here. It appears that we don't. This game is hitting 15 frames a second a lot now. I don't know what changed. I mean, computer's still running fine after Geek Squad got done with it. It's running better now than it has in a long time. The problem I have is that, and I've seen it on many computers, is that the advanced OpenGL doesn't really work too well. Constantly messes up the video. Have chunks missing, flashing in and out. Not exactly something that's playable. So I turned it off. So now I get 15 or 30 frames a second more often, especially the 15. It seems to like to hang around there now. And I'm not paying attention to my food bar, which, since I'm not in dire need right now, I'm gonna let that, and stutter. That was actually the first stutter lag we had the whole episode, or at least that I noticed. And then I had one right there. Now we got a swamp. Witch hut. Question is the witch home? Oh, and we got a jungle. There doesn't appear to be a way in. But I got appropriate colored wood. You gotta be careful, because every once in a while the witch actually does appear. I've never seen one. There, that way I can at least swim in. What I'll do is I'll just... I can't do that. Oh well, that's a little off, I don't care. So what I'm gonna do is... It's... well... There we go, we got a ton of torches now. And the dogs are trying to get in. For a minute I thought I saw the witch. I didn't. Okay, but I see a jungle. So, how well are we doing on time? Kind of questionable. I'll take a run over and see what we can find, if anything. This world has not been too kind thus far. Unlike watch me suck, things are not being spoon-fed to me. I gotta actually look and find stuff. Look for and find stuff. I'm so spoiled. Maybe we might find a jungle ruin. It's kind of an outside shot, but it's possible. One might exist. I got my compass so I don't get lost. Okay, I thought I saw one, but it's just the way the vines and the ocean together kind of looked like something might have been there. Alrighty, let's see here. Yeah, when I'm in the zone, I tend to be quiet, and I'm sure a lot of you are saying, thank God he's not talking right now. But, there you go again, yammering. Because it's part of the end user's agreement that you gotta add your own content to these Minecraft videos for them to be legal. What's nice thing about Mojang is they get it. They get the concept that playing your game and putting it up on YouTube actually helps with your sales. I mean, the only reason this game is popular because people were playing it and putting the videos on YouTube. So their thing is, so long as you add your original content, which is your own music or doing your commentary, then they're okay with it. Alright, I don't see anything. Okay, we need to get out. And we got ocean. I'll just stick my head out this way. See what we can. Big stutters. Stutter, 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 stutter. Not paying attention to that food bar again. I wonder if at this point, if I'm at the original spawn point. Almost looks like I am. And it's getting dark again. Not a good thing, especially in the dark, in a jungle. Let's see, is there a tree that continues? Fine. No, no. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video here, hang out in the tree during the night, and possibly dive in the water if I need to make an emergency bail, and we'll come back during the day. Alrighty, here comes the sun. Yeah, figuring I got some loot that I want to protect, I'm going to head home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to according to our trusty compass. Spawn point is over that away. So we're gonna dive into the water. And make our way back home. And if anything interesting happens along the way, I'll come back. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stop the camera till we get home. Well, per always, whenever anything goes wrong, it always will. And on the way back, I hit in my original hidey hole. Then a zombie came down, so I fought him. Then another one fell in at the same time, died. Then I went back to the hidey hole from here. Everything is gone. I have absolutely nothing. I lost everything that I had. Wonderful. All that meat, the slime balls. I have nothing. I gotta pretty much start all over again if the guy wants to do the simple task of walking properly. So we don't have too much time to start all over again. So we're just going for a small tree right now. Regain some of what we've lost. Yeah, this one's more accessible. Punch that wood. Start all over again. Well, almost all over again. Crapload of iron ingots too. That's what also sucks. I might have some stuff hidden away in the up there in the house. So I'm gonna do is, since it's getting dark, was gonna go to the farm and grab some goodies, breed these cows, but not when it's getting dark. So here we are, square one, yet again. Okay, let's see what we got here. Won't be able to do much, but at least it'll be something. Oh, well, we got some stuff stashed away to make life a little easier. We're not going to go do the iron one quite yet. We don't really need to. But we will make an iron sword. So, iron sword. Iron shovel, because we still have that project pretty much. The expanding the pen. Alrighty, we'll throw this back up here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook some of those up, but before I do, there, it's a little, it's almost not really worth anything, but oh, we got some steak. Good. We don't have to go do a cow patty killing there. And I'll take this and make a few more sticks. So we're not exactly starting from square one. It's bad enough, though. And sleep. See? Skeleton, zombie, then I starve to death trying to get my stuff and head back here. Alright, we need to move the player. There we go. I got a fairly large project that I want to undertake right now, so I'll just take the 4 right now. At least get started. Come back for the rest a little later. Now I have noticed that zombie villagers do happen out this far. But before we do that, as advertised, I'm going to do a little bit of cow breeding. Two, 3, 4. Yeah, we don't have too much more than that. 1, 3. I don't know where the other blank was. Oh well. I'll breed 2 of them. Alrighty, that's that. And over here, we got a nice little area to start a village. I see you. I win. So what I'm going to do right now is I was expanding this cow farm. I think I'll take it that far for the time being. And then I'll terrace it off from here. So we can say that we can get something accomplished. And since I found in one of the previous episodes that zombie villagers do happen out here, I'm gonna pretty much make a village. Let's see here. Okay, that's good. We'll go this far. This is all we need. So what we need now is some... we went a little too far. Oh well. We'll just... Actually, we can get rid of these. Yep. And since I put those back, I'll just... And since it's only a couple, I'll do those by hand. Yeah, that's big enough. So what I'm going to do off camera is get rid of all this stone, replace it with the dirt, so it'll be a bit more natural. Okay, and the fence is right there. So I'll just stop there. This will be terracing the landscape here again. There, now we got the full-size pen. Actually, what I'm thinking of doing is I'll leave one half of it for cows and the other half will be chickens. I have seen them around. Question is trying to get them here and how to go about that. Okay, the fence goes to here. There, that way I don't have to do work, and I'll just add that to make it more natural looking. So what I'm going to do is cut the camera, eat a moo patty, cut the camera, take out this cobblestone and replace it with dirt so it looks more natural, and we'll continue from there. Okay, we are back, and one of the things we wanted to do was make this chicken coop as one of the things that needed to be done. Now what I need to do is eyeball how much of it we need for said chicken coop. Grab that. I don't know what happened to the wolves that I had, which, by the way, had absolutely nothing to do with me dying. On the way back home, they simply never followed me, even though I did free them from their obedient sitting position. So, no idea how they just completely vanished. Alright. Here's your chicken coop. Well, when we get it done. Alright, the lighting's a bit odd, so we'll fix that a little bit. A little more this way, a little more that way. Okay, hit the target. What I'm trying to do is make it a little less random. I've also noticed alright, we're gonna need some lights back here too. And a couple right outside. That'll do. And I'm gonna, just like the other pen, put the doors on the inside. And because this timer never started, timing's a little off again, so we're gonna put that here. I left this hole open because I have a torch right there, figuring don't have to really worry about cows escaping or anything. Found out that the calves are small enough to fit through that hole. That's why this pen didn't seem to really be growing any. Well, so we fixed that problem. Oh no, oh no. I forgot to fill that back in. Okay, you need to get out of my way. Okay, we got 2 cows that are where they don't belong, so you know what's going to happen to them. Like any escapee, you die. Now I just need to find chickens. So anyway, I found zombie villagers do spawn in this neck of the woods. So we'll make our own little village out this way. So one of the things I'm going to do is build a rehabilitation clinic to house them in. So right now I'll just use this as a guide here. Not 100% sure how I'm going to lay this out exactly. It might be a little too big, but whatever. So what I do is just get rid of trees that'll be in the way. Pretty much we're going to get rid of most of the trees here anyway. A lot of it's going to be in the way of the new village that ultimately yield results. So let's see, how big is this section? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Lucky 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. And, okay, what I need now. There we go. Apple, always could use that. So once again, I'm going to pause the camera because this isn't going to be all too exciting. And we're not going to be around much longer doing this. And we'll pick it up a little later. Okay. What I've been doing off camera for a few Minecraft days is started to build the rehabilitation center for zombies that turn into, or should I say villagers that turn into zombies. And kind of going for that, trying to go for that mental hospital turn of the century look. So the building will look a little statey, yeah, kind of fancy looking. Okay, I'm looking for an even number. There we go. So I'll show you what I have. There isn't really much. Most of the time that I spent off camera was trying to figure out how to place things so everything will look fine, and for the most part get that fancy look that I'm going for, considering the considering its use. I've also got several more apples. I've stored those away for safekeeping. Time to breed some more cows. Just mashing the button here. See if anybody takes. Okay, there's gonna be at least one more. There we go. There we go. Starting to get to be an awful lot of cows. Alright, now we want chickens in here. And when I was showing you, I cleared away a section, and this is that building where we'll be rehabilitating zombie villagers. Although I think I'll put a gated door there. Oh, I might just put a regular door for the time being. And then inside there's nothing. Okay. This would be a room. It would end right here. This would be maybe a couple of rooms where we can hide a few of the villagers while we get the golden apples and potions of weakness. There's one. One of the things I want to do is look for chickens. Oh, there we go, we got two. I was positive I've seen some around here somewhere. In this general vicinity. I know I've seen sheep, because there they are. Okay. We have chunks that don't render. I was positive there were chickens out here. Yeah, there's one. And what we're gonna do is, well, time is pretty much up. So I'm gonna do is grab this egg. What I'm gonna do off camera is I'm gonna grab all these guys here, grab their eggs, and off camera, as I mentioned, I'm gonna go nice and slow, try to get them to their new habitat, which will be the chicken coop. So we'll be back for that. Alrighty. You're almost there. One more. Here we come. Just a few more little hurdles. Come on, just get up here. Seriously, come on. Come on in. And we got our chicken coop started. There we go. Cow pen and the new chicken pen. And that'll be it for this episode of School of Hard Knocks. So what will we do next? Will we get this rehab center built and ready to go? Will we have enough cows to have a PETA moment? Will we get the chickens to really start populating that? Find out in the next episode of School of Hard Knocks. This is George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.